Yeah.
Well, you were a great student. I always thought you were destined for greatness anyway, so it was a joy to teach you. I was, the luckiest teacher ever.
Joe Satriani is an American guitarist, composer, songwriter, guitar teacher, actor, record producer, and multi-instrumentalist. During his successful career as a solo artist, he received 15 Grammy Award nominations and sold more than 10 million albums, which makes him the best-selling instrumental rock guitarist of all time. He's also been the guitarist for the supergroup Chickenfoot since joining the band back in 2008. Satriani briefly toured with Deep Purple, joining shortly after the departure of Ritchie Blackmore in November 1993. He's worked with a range of guitarists during the G3 tour, which he founded in 1995. Satriani has the fourth most Grammy Award nominations after Brian McKnight, Snoop Dogg, and Zubin Mehta of any artist without winning.
You want people with the drive, with creativity, and hopefully it comes with great motor skills.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Joseph Satriani, but is also known as Satch and Joe. He was born July 15, 1956 in Westbury, New York, making him 65 at the time of this production. He stands at 1.751 meters or 5 feet 7 inches tall. Joe Satriani's main squeeze is his signature guitar, the Ibanez JS1 Chrome Boy. Joe once said he likes to go food shopping. He gets energized by being around fresh fruit and vegetables. He gave guitar teaching lessons to such future rock notables as Kirk Hammett of Metallica, Larry Lalonde of Primus, David Bryson of Counting Crows, and most especially Steve Vai. He has a Fender Precision bass in his small but very well-equipped home studio guitar rack. In 1974, Satriani studied music with jazz guitarist Billy Bauer and with reclusive jazz pianist Lenny Tristano. Satriani was influenced by blues rock guitar icons such as Jimi Hendrix, Brian May, Eric Clapton, Jimmy Page, Ritchie Blackmore, and Jeff Beck. He's an official supporter of the nonprofit organization Little Kids Rock, which provides free musical instruments and lessons to kids in underserved public schools in the United States. Satriani has even personally delivered instruments to children in the program. Satriani filed a lawsuit against Coldplay for copyright infringement in December 2008. The artist claimed that the Coldplay song Viva la Vida borrowed heavily from Satriani's song If I Could Fly from his album Is There Love in Space. Viva la Vida received 2 Grammys that year, including for Song of the Year. Coldplay denied the plagiarism allegation, but a settlement, unspecified, was eventually reached between the two. Satriani's work frequently makes references to various science fiction stories and ideas. Surfing with the Alien, Back to Shalabal, and the Power Cosmic 2000 refer to the comic book character Silver Surfer, while Ice 9 refers to the secret government ice weapon in Kurt Vonnegut's Cat's Cradle. The JS line of guitars is Satriani's signature line, with the JS 1000, JS 1200, JS 2400, JS BDG, and JS 20th using Ibanez's original edge double locking tremolo bridge. This man is considered a highly technical guitarist and has mastered several playing techniques on electric guitar, including legato, two-handed tapping, arpeggio tapping, volume swells, harmonics, and extreme whammy bar effects. Joe has been married to his wife Rubina Satriani since 1981. The two have one child, a son named Zachariah Zane Satriani, ZZ Satriani, who occasionally tours with his father.
And Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
And but somehow he ignited the interest to discover the secrets of music.
He was born to John and Catherine Satriani and is of Italian descent. Joe's father died in 1989. At the time, he was recording the album Flying in a Blue Dream. His paternal grandparents were from Piacenza and Bobbio. On the other hand, his maternal grandparents were from Bari. He was inspired by the death of Jimi Hendrix to start playing guitar at age 14 when he heard the news during football practice. As legend has it, he told his coach right then and there that he was quitting football to become a guitarist. He was raised Roman Catholic. He studied under jazz guitarist Billy Bauer and jazz pianist Lenny Tristano in 1974. Joe started teaching guitar, and his students include Steve Vai. While teaching Vai, Joe studied music at Five Towns College. Satriani moved to Berkeley, California, and taught guitarists from the bands Metallica, Counting Crows, Third Eye Blind, and Primus. Satriani joined a band in San Francisco called Squares and was later invited to join the Greg Kihn Band. Due to his work with the Greg Kihn Band, Satriani was able to pay off his crushing credit card debt he incurred while recording his first album, Not of This Earth, which he released in 1986. Later that year, Joe sang backup vocals for Crowded House's first album. He released a second album in 1987, Surfing with the Alien. He was recruited by Mick Jagger to play lead guitar on Jagger's first solo tour in 1988 and also released the EP called Dreaming No. 11. In 1989, he released the album Flying in a Blue Dream. Satriani released The Extremist in 1992, which remains his most commercially successful album to date. In 2002, he released Strange Beautiful Music, and in 2004, he released Is There Love in Space? The musician embarked upon his first tour of India in May 2005 and recorded and released another 2-disc live album the following year, Super Colossal and Satriani Live. Joe released his 13th studio album, Black Swans and the Wormhole Wizards, in October 2010. His next album was released in May 2013 under the title Unstoppable Momentum. July 2015 saw the release of his next album, Shockwave Supernova. Joe released his 16th studio album, What Happens Next, and his next solo record, Shapeshifting, was released in April 2020. Satriani continues to play, tour, record, and collaborate with some of the biggest names in the music world. On January 19, 2022, Satriani released Sahara as the first single from his 18th album, The Elephants of Mars.
And just general good musicianship. And you had that all going for you. And and look what you've done with it. It's amazing.
Joe Satriani earned his net worth as a musician, guitar instructor, songwriter, and producer. Satriani has also toured with Deep Purple and founded the G3 Tour in 1995. He has his own series of guitars with Ibanez, as well as a series of pedals with Vox, and an amplifier with Marshall Amplification. In 1986, he earned over $2 million from his album titled Crowded House, which he released with a band called Crowded House. The next year, his earnings from the album titled Surfing with the Alien helped him earn $2.46 million. The value of his official website is $17,500. He made $12 million as lead guitarist for the first solo tour of Mick Jagger. He also has brand endorsement deals with Ibanez's JS Series and Peavey. In 1989, he earned $1.19 million from the record sales of the album titled Flying in a Blue Dream. Then in 1991, he earned $650,000 from the EP Dreaming No. 11. In 2009, Joe earned $780,000 from Chickenfoot. He has a net worth of $12 million. The family still resides in San Francisco, California. In 1995, Joe paid $1.5 million for a 4,300 square foot mansion in San Francisco. The house features 3 bedrooms and a swimming pool. Joe Satriani likely has the following vehicles in his garage: a Mercedes-Benz 600, a Volkswagen Beetle, a Ford Mustang convertible,